Well, that was a pain. Anyways, with him gone, no, I don't want to smoke. I want that. I want my suppressors back on. So you'll notice right over there, there's a little rotating item. That is what you get when you do a stamina kill by using like the Mark 22 on the pain. We're gonna go find out what that is. If I can get up here. Alright, so one problem you're gonna have with the regular version is you gotta deal with like this camera angle. And that can get really annoying. So, hey look, it's a ball sack. Anyways, that can get really annoying because what you have to do is you have to actually run over and do the somersault to get over. But trying to do it like that with the camera fixed in that angle is really difficult. So you gotta do it Super Mario 64 style. And we get Hornet Stripe, so let's press our start button. Also, I'm using a new controller, so you won't see as much fluffing around with Snake screwing up. Water is effective underwater. Raindrop is effective during rain. This is actually really good during rain. If you start to see it rain, this is your best bet because you can achieve like a 60%. I believe about 60% camo index even while standing. And it gives you like a 90 in any condition while it's raining. Like literally 90. Any condition. Like if you're down, it doesn't matter what you crawl over. Hornet Stripe. Here's the Hornet Stripe. There it is. Basically it just wards off insects, spiders, hornets, leeches. Not bad one. Also it says it tames hornets. I've never tried it. But I think what it does is it actually, the hornets will follow Snake around, and then when he gets close to a guard, it will start to attack him. Animal, there's the animal right here. This way you won't get any movement of the gun. Like, oh god, I can't remember what that word is, but stability of aiming will be 0 when that's worn. Also, we got desert chocolate chip here. I don't know if I showed that, but don't worry, you'll be seeing that quite a bit later on. Uniform. Go with the water for now. Alright, so yeah, every time you do a stamina kill on the bosses, they will drop their camo. Except for one boss in particular, the only way to get their camo is you have to actually hold them up. I haven't shown you, but if you sneak up on a guard or throw them to the ground with CQC, like not the hard throw, just kind of like push them to the ground after you captured them, you can hold them up by pointing your gun. So if you come around this corridor here, it's around... oh no, maybe not here. We get a cutscene here. It's like floating, it's like hovering platforms. Another James Bond reference. I think that was in Moonwalker, wasn't it? They had hovering platforms? I can't remember. I'm not like a huge fan of James Bond. It's funny because one of the... there we go, get that. If you do a save with Paramedic, she'll actually make a comment about James Bond from Russia with Love or something. And Snake will say he's not interested in that fake stuff, and James Bond isn't a real spy, and the Major will like start going nuts saying, "What are you talking about?" Oh yeah, right here, mine detector. This you could have gotten back at the Riviettes, where Sokolov was being held, in the room just before you enter his room, with all the boxes. I think it's somewhere in the bottom right corner, somewhere in the boxes. I just forgot to get it because I never use it. The thermal goggles work just fine. In fact, they work better. Also, don't be fooled. There's 2 claymores in here. Yeah, the Major will start going nuts, saying how Snake can't like James Bond, and it's friggin' hilarious, and he'll tell him how he should get him a snake-shaped gun. And it's funny as hell, but you don't get a snake-shaped gun. That would just be hilarious if you did. If you got a snake-shaped gun in this game, also, Russian glow caps, pick a couple of these up. It would just be funny if you got a snake-shaped gun in this game. Like, that would just be hilarious. Alright. So here we are in the mangrove swamp. Go. There's that Kokira thing right there if you shoot it. Like I said, I don't know where they all are. I've never actually bothered trying going after them. But as we saw before, there's the hovering platforms. They'll shoot a light down right where we are. If you kind of just duck, you don't have to go underwater, just duck. They won't see you. If you go underwater, you'll have to compete with like having to breathe, obviously. Do not swim under the light, as any movement will set the light off, and they will see you. When you see them do that little jerk mode, just kind of duck down and wait for them to pass over. If you're playing on hard, I believe there's a second one in the middle right there that goes back and forth that you have to watch out for. But on normal, there's only that guy and one at the end here. So in hard, you'd have to deal with 3 instead of 2. This guy here just kind of walk up and he'll just sit there for now, and eventually he'll kind of hover away. Chaff grenade? Although those don't come in... I'm trying to think. There's no cameras in this game. First of all, so don't... Hey look, I'm pushing the fish around. There's no cameras in this game, so don't worry about that. But if you head to the left here, there's a little off-beaten path. There's a few of these little off-beaten paths that you don't have to go to, and it's rather nice. That's what I really like about this game, is you don't... They give you a little more freedom. Right, so what we'll do is there's a guard up on the dock there, so we'll duck down under the water. No, not life medicine. Thermo. We'll just kind of come back up in a corner here. The guy on the dock over there. You saw nothing? Does my camo index change very much if I... Oh yeah, it changed pretty bad. Yeah, you're just seeing things. So we'll wait till this guard kind of looks away. Get up on the docks here.
Come in, HQ.
This is HQ.
Patrol team.
There you go.
What's going on? Respect.
Free.
What's going on out there?
Who's that?
Nobody. That's how you do it. Not quite like that, but if you set off an alarm... Sorry, I wasn't talking there. if you set off an alarm, it'll send one of those hover things to come and investigate, but normally no one will investigate. Come on. Back up here. I think we get something. We got chaff grenade. Like I said, chaff doesn't come in handy as much in this game. Right. Sleep. We'll go back here. We'll get some silencer for the Mark 22. Go in here and we'll get our prize, what we're looking for, and that is the SVD, which kind of sounds like some sort of sexual disease. Grenade and some TNT. Backpack. There's the SVD. It's our sniper rifle for this game. Gonna want that. WP is white phosphorus grenade. It's a rather devastating grenade. It'll burn anything in an area. There's our TNT, which replaces C4 in this game. Right. So that's all I came here for. So hopefully if you press X, no. If you press X, you'll die. You'll actually dive into the water, but it's kind of a very touchy thing to do. Throw on some water again. Come on, get going. Yeah, it's very slow walking in water. I guess in real life, yeah, it is pretty slow. Not much you can really do about it. There will be a hovering guy when you come out here. This is actually one of the harder areas to be truly stealthy without using a pistol. So I'm probably gonna use the Mark 22 to take a few enemies down in this area, because it is really hard. With the way the area is laid out, it's difficult to get out of enemies' view sights. Plus, if you haven't guessed, the enemies actually have really good cones of vision in this game compared to the other ones. Like, who needs gene therapy? These guys can see